Hey folks, Lester here. So I'm making a rare nighttime video, and I'll tell you why. I've been getting home from work, and because of the season change, it's been getting darker on me quite a bit earlier. So I find myself here in the barn working on stuff that I used to do by day. Now I'm doing it by night. And that's fine. But I'll tell you something. It's kind of interesting. Seeing the animals by night is quite a bit different than seeing them by day. I mean, here's an example that normally you never see Jamie's chickens coming up to roost while I'm doing my afternoon feed. In particular, we got her little rooster that likes to roost way up here on the barn rafters. And because of this is Nate, by the way, because of Nate and the fact that he likes to roost here, I have to be real careful, folks, as I'm walking along to try to make sure that I avoid Nate and him, having a little restroom mishap on top of my head. And so as dumb as this may sound, it's kind of giving me an idea for what I think would be a really fun game app. Yeah, like an iPhone game app. So check this out. Hey, Ellie.
Hi, what's up?
I'm just talking to folks about my new gaming app I was telling you about.
Oh my god, the pigeon poop thingy?
Okay, so Ellie and I have been talking about this app, this gaming app, and how fun it would be. And so it's sort of like Ellie said it himself, a pigeon pooping game. So picture this. The game starts off very easily, where there's like two teams. There's the birds, and then there's the prey, okay?
Like the humans. Probably.
So the humans, it would be humans. And as the game goes on, you start off in the easy mode, and easy mode would be like a chicken roosting in the barn. And as the farmer walks under you, you attempt to poop and make it land on his head.
I thought that was Cornholio for a second, not to change the subject, but she's gotten so big.
She's as big as Cornholio.
I know.
Look at that.
I was like, what happened to Cornholio? He looks different. It's not even him.
Wait, where is Cornholio?
I don't know. Cornholio!
Oh, Ellie over here. Poor Cornholio. Cornholio. Did the girls kick you out? The girls kicked you out and all the geese are laughing about it. Sorry, Cornholio. So back to my gaming app.
Yeah, my bad.
So as you progress so that would be a very easy level for the rooster to be able to poop on the farmer's head. So the farmer, though, would have to dodge left and right, side to side to avoid it. Okay, so pretty easy level 1. But level 2 would be a little bit harder. Now you would be like a pigeon, and you'd be at the park. So obviously in this little barn, you don't have a whole lot of space to move around. But at the park, it'd be a lot harder for the pigeon because now the pigeon can fly and you would be able to move left and move right around the park, around a lake, a bench, seat,
Like trying to poop on people playing catch or something like that?
Yeah, so you as the pigeon could fly around and you would see things down below you and you would they would be your target. And so that'd be a little bit harder. And then picture this, it could advance to another level where you could be a seagull at the beach. And you see people that are sunbathing, people that are, throwing frisbees. And so each time it goes to a new level, it gets harder and harder and harder. There could be one where you could be some kind of
like a hawk on the highway or something?
A hawk on the highway. That's good, Ellie. Yeah. So you're flying down a highway and you have to poop on certain cars that are going left and right and, cars driving, police cars and ambulances, fast moving cars, the Ferrari. Oh, that could be like a target, the Ferrari, the nice car. Picture this. You could be some kind of a bird flying over a football or basketball, not basketball, but a football or baseball stadium.
Like a game?
Like a game. And you look down and you got to, aim for the pitcher. Or aim for the quarterback.
Imagine like a campaign or a story mode whenever like there's a kid who throws like a pine cone or a frisbee at your nest and your mission is to like poop on his head like at school or something like that.
Okay, I don't really follow that one, but okay, Ellie, you can add your unique spin.
No, I'm just thinking like a story mode like that.
So bottom line is me and Ellie this is horrible. When you live the farm life, That's the kind of stuff that comes into your head when you're driving around. So tonight we went to go eat. And here we are in the car, Jamie and me and Ellie, and we took the kids. So that just popped into my head, this game, this really cool app.
Those are our family conversations.
That was our family conversation as we were going to go eat. So if anyone out there has the tech skills and you know how to create an app, or if you know someone that knows how to create an app, we think that would be a really big hit. And guess what, folks? It was all inspired in this barn right here. Because how many times, Ellie, have we walked by here? Excuse me, let me come through. Listen, there's a very narrow walkway. And as I walk through here, I have to be very careful because if Nate or anybody decides to go, I'm having to dodge poop. And like I say, it would have never come to me, this idea would have never come to me had I not been out here in the barn working at night during roosting times.
An I'm a Survivor Sanctuary app or game.
There you go. It would be an I'm a Survivor Sanctuary app, a gaming app. I had another idea.
Yeah, what's that?
So picture this. You know, right as the game comes on and it's loading.
The title screen?
Yeah, the title screen, it'll say, I'm a Survivor Sanctuary because we're all survivors of something. And then, you know, the letter M, our little emblem, our little logo?
Yeah.
It's going to like splat across it like it's poop. And if anyone ends up creating that game and doesn't give us royalties, you're in big trouble because this is going to be time stamped. This is our idea. No, I'm kidding. That would be really neat though.
Yeah.
So, all right, folks. That was a waste of y'all's 5 minutes.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, we were the ones who had to talk about it for so long in the car. Though.
Hey, well, poor Jamie was sitting there stuck in the car with us for, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Lex loved the idea. Connor, Lex's little cousin, man, they just loving it. Ellie had some great ideas he added to it. Yeah, and it was all inspired, folks. I want you to know.
This spot right here.
It was all inspired by this spot right here. And the number of times we've had to come by and literally dodge. Hold on, don't leave. So Ellie and I are talking about this new app that we want to create. And your thoughts on the whole thing? We need a woman's perspective because women use phone apps too.
This is not made for women.
This game's not for women.
It's not for women.
Geese and ducks, they come over here and they hang out in this light. They don't necessarily roost. They do their thing. Yes, sir?
Oh, you're making a video?
What's wrong?
Oh, I just thought of a few more ideas for the pigeon game that you were talking
Okay, you have more ideas for the pigeon poop. Come into the light so I can see you.
Okay.
All right, so tell me your ideas because we got to make this game. This has to be a...
Yeah, this plan has to come to fruition, like seriously.
All right, so what are your ideas?
So say it's like a funeral or something, and they release a bunch of pigeons, and then you have to be one of the pigeons, maybe like a co-op mode, and you gotta poop on the casket or something.
Okay, so hold on. So you're saying that in one of the scenarios you're at a funeral.
Yeah.
Because funerals are outdoors, like at the cemetery.
Yeah.
And they release these pigeons.
Yeah.
And as the pigeon's gonna poop on the casket. Okay, hold on. So that's kind of funny because I thought about one that's kind of similar. Picture this. You're at like a wedding, an outdoor wedding.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so you're at an outdoor wedding, and I don't know if it's a pigeon, I don't care what kind of bird, you can choose your bird. Because listen, different birds are different skill levels. So fast birds have a unique challenge. And slow birds, you can't get as many points. But also picture this, so you're at an outdoor wedding and you got to poop on the cake.
You said different skill levels?
Yeah,
So
different birds are different skill levels.
maybe the heavier ones can poop more, but they're slower or something.
That's not a bad idea, Ellie. And picture this. So your screen, you see things from a bird's eye view. So you're seeing things from up here, bird's eye view, right?
Yeah.
And then on your screen, it shows you a small wind meter, like what do they call the little wind gauge? Where you can see how the wind is blowing north or west or east. And you have to gauge at what point you poop based on how strong and what direction the wind's blowing.
Oh, I get it.
That adds skill to the game.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I had another idea too.
You said a wedding?
So you got the outdoor funeral, the wedding. We already talked about the baseball or the football game.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say, like a homecoming football game, and you got to poop on the the homecoming like queen.
Do you have something against homecoming kings and queens, Ellie? That's hilarious.
Not necessarily.
Oh, here we go. How about a quinceañera? You're at a quinceañera, and you know how that one girl dresses in that beautiful dress and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So folks, this could be a big hit. You could create this game. Someone who has the skills in video. Thank you, Ellie. Anything else you want to add to this thing?
I guess the last thing is like a multiplayer mode, so it'll be like a pigeon player against like another human player.
Oh, gosh. All right, Ellie. Ellie, you know you're sick. You have a really sick imagination, Ellie. I don't. Thank you, Ellie. Good stuff, Ellie. Good stuff. Yeah. So, folks, just remember that this game was inspired right here in our barn, and if this thing ever goes anywhere, if a video creator runs across this video and you think you can put this into work, into action, just don't forget who to give credit. That would be Ellie and Lester.
Well, technically them, I guess. But
Yeah, well, we won't. Yeah, we'll have to include Nate in the little the small print. I'm a survivor sanctuary because we're all survivors of something.